What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about DeeJay and his Meaty setups. So this is what you're going to want to do when people are just constantly mashing on your wake up and you need to make them respect your pressure. So DeeJay has two different options that are really good for meatying. They're both +2 on block. He has stand medium punch and forward medium kick. And they have two different functions, and they revolve around which way your opponent is getting up. So there's two different ways to get up in this game. There's recover in place and recover backwards. And if they are recovering in place, what I'd say you probably want to use is stand medium punch. It is fantastic, it's close range, it has a string off of it, and it lets you start your pressure at +2, which is fantastic. The other thing you're going to want to do is if they are recovering backwards. Recovering backwards, it's a lot harder to get pressure off of it because it leaves you really far away. It doesn't advance very much, so you can make it meaty, but it is very... I just don't think it's quite as good. If they're recovering backwards, what I would say to do is use forward medium kick. As you can see, you can make it meaty. You gotta walk a little bit forward, use forward medium kick pretty late, but you'll know it's meaty if you get a counter hit. Not a punish counter. A punish counter means you whiff punish whatever they just did, which is different. Counter hit means you're interrupting the startup of whatever they're doing, which means they never had time to start it in the first place, which means it was meaty. See right there, for example, wasn't meaty, but it did punish their throw attempt. Same thing here. It's very hard to get the spacing. There, that's a good one. So that one was meaty. Like I said, you can make it meaty with forward medium kick. It's a lot harder than stand medium punch, but if opponents are using a lot of get up backwards, it's really the only thing you can do about it. So that's what I wanted to say. There's a couple different kind of knockdowns you get on DeeJay. You end up with a lot of knockdowns. The main one that I end up using in-game is the medium Sovat right here. And like I was saying, there's two options. Excuse me, sorry, my cat wants to be in the video so bad. But, so there's a few different knockdowns you end up getting very consistently on DeeJay. The first one is medium Sovat kick, which you've seen me doing. The other two are his sweeps. He has two different sweeps. He has crouch medium kick, which is a fantastic normal you end up using a lot, and he also has his slide, crouching heavy kick. And both of these have the same sort of meaty options. Hi. And both of these have the same sort of meaty options, and you're going to see for every situation, these are the two normals you're going to want to use. It's just a matter of which one you end up choosing for the situation and the spacing. So, that's what you'll want to do. And off of both of them, you have a confirm that's pretty similar. So, hi. Off of his stand medium punch, you can get a light punch or light kick into medium Sovat kick, which is the standard confirm if you don't want to spend any meter. Hi. And off of forward medium kick, it's the same thing. I've been doing stand light kick because that is the most consistent for me. That's what I end up doing a lot in game. You can also do stand light punch, which is faster, and if they end up blocking it, it makes it a truer frame trap. And the other kind of knockdown you end up getting is if you end up doing heavy Sovat kick. And this you can end up getting a safe jump off of. I had another video where I explained the safe jump setup with this, but the thing I wanted to say is that if they do end up recovering backwards off of it, the safe jump does not work at all. The only time it will work is if you are in the corner. If you're in the corner with the opponent, you can get a safe jump every single time, which is why I think when you're in the corner and you get a random straight hit, you're probably going to want to do the heavy Sovat to end your combo rather than or the heavy upper instead of doing the medium sobot, just because a safe jump protects you against DP as well, whereas meaties are very weak to DP. But in mid-screen, your options after you do heavy sobot, which you might end up doing, are the same kind of thing. You do need to dash forward once, and the thing that I found most consistent is just using the forward medium kick every time. It ends up being meaty if they back roll or if they recover in place. The timing is pretty difficult. There you are. But yeah, so medium, that was them recovering back, I think. Yeah, recovering backwards. And like I said, it works off of recovering in place and recovering backwards as well. You want to do a single dash forward and then do your medium, forward medium kick, which ends up making it meaty, and you're +2, and you can start your offense. So the next thing I want to talk about is if you get a throw. Throw is so important with DeeJay. He's a very, very strike throw heavy character, just like every other character in Street Fighter 6. But off of throw, it pushes them way too far to get a normal meaty. Everything they do is going to counter hit you. It's just not going to work. They're too far away. So if you want pressure after a throw, you're going to have to commit to a drive rush. And off of drive rush, there's really a lot of things you can do to make it meaty, because it increases the frame data by 4 frames. So when it hits, what you're going to notice is that they no longer, like, moves that would be minus are plus now. So for example, let's make her block all. So for example, a move that would be minus, stand heavy punch, it's -2. Now, if you do it off of drive rush, it's +5. Now, it's more than +4 because when you make something meaty, it usually gives it like 2 or 3 frames of extra frame advantage. So if you do the meaty right with stand heavy punch, you can get this normal to be +5 when it should be -2. Now, it's not easy. You gotta wait a lot. +5. And it varies a lot depending on what your timing is. Like there, it was 0. I did it too late, so the normal connected too early, it was 0. Still, an added 1 frame. But like there, you do it on the right timing, it's +5. So some options that are really good against this are... we'll leave that on, but let's do... So the other thing about the wake up rock paper scissors is you're going to find that people are going to do drive impact on wake up a lot. And so off of throw, there are a lot of things you can do to counter this. And what I've found that is really good is to just pick a normal that recovers in time for you to do it after. So what I ended up doing a lot was crouching heavy punch, and then you have enough time to recover and get your drive impact combo, which you can do whatever you want, just do something simple. So you can do that. You can really do any normal here, but it just depends on what you're looking for. If you want something special cancelable, go for stand heavy punch. If you want something that is a nice crumple and it'll leave you plus and people won't expect you to be plus because normally it's minus, I've been doing crouching heavy punch, and crouching heavy punch seems to work for me a lot. But not easy to time. You gotta wait until you're about close in, and then it'll be about +3. +3 ends up being fantastic for you. You can go into anything off of that. It's not quite as consistent as stand heavy punch, but my only problem with stand heavy punch is that if you want to cancel into drive impact, it's a lot harder because you need to cancel in the cancel frames of stand heavy punch. You really have to do it right away, like you see there. if you want to do it after the end lag, the move has a lot longer total duration, so it's a lot harder. But I found more consistency with the crouching heavy punch. That's what I end up doing a lot. But you guys take your pick on throw. There's a lot you can do because of drive impact. The other thing that is really consistent with drive impact is just doing what you did before. They're already plus normals, so they just end up being even more plus. So instead of being +2, you're +5. It'll be even more depending on the timing. +5. And it's the same thing for the stand medium punch. But the timing is a little bit harder because they're not as active. +6. Which is great, but yeah, that's the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed going over meaties and a little bit of pressure. The next video I'm going to be doing completely about spacing traps. I have a short that's a little bit of a spacing trap. That's kind of the idea I'm going to go off of. So check that out if you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see in the future. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos, mostly about DeeJay. But yeah, like and subscribe and all that shit, you know. But have a great day.